Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought provoking conversations. Sitting judge of Allahabad High Court, Justice Shekhar Yadav, has made some controversial comments. And to say that it's controversial is also an understatement because he has made some unpardonable slurs against the Muslim community by using certain pejorative terms. Now, what has happened after that? Supreme Court has taken cognizance after lawyers, civil society people, they objected to it. They wrote to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has asked for his speech, which is very much available on the social media and YouTube as well. And now, Parliament is mulling over an impeachment motion against him. In Rajya Sabha, veteran lawyer and independent Rajya Sabha MP Kapil Sibal is thinking of bringing in impeachment motion. And in Lok Sabha, Srinagar Lok Sabha MP Ruhullah Mehdi is also thinking of submitting a notice seeking removal of Justice Shekhar Yadav. Now, is Justice Shekhar Yadav, if I were to ask you very frankly, is he a blot on the judiciary? And if this temple of democracy, which is judiciary, has been violated, how can it be purified now? Joining me now is former Patna High Court judge, Madam Anjana Prakash. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining this evening. And my very first question, what are your thoughts on Mr. Shekhar Yadav's comments, who's the sitting judge of the Allahabad High Court?
I would think that it is very, very unfortunate that he's made some remarks and in a public forum which was being held within the premises of the Allahabad High Court. So firstly, he should not have attended a political party meeting, and how it was held in the court premises, that is also, that is very not the usual done thing. I've never heard a political party holding any meeting within the court premises. So this also is very objectionable. And of course, what he says is even more objectionable. And I'm glad that people are all talking about it and condemning such an act.
He's used some pejorative words. I mean, I find it very, humiliating, to use that word also. It looks very bad the way he called the Muslim communities katmullahs. And one could not have imagined that a judge uses that kind of a language. Now, what does it show? Does it show a pervert mind using that language? Does it show that the judge did not value the oath which he took? And was it also not a violation of the code of conduct of judges?
See, Neelu, as I look at it, a person can have allegiance both mentally and physically. Where mental allegiance to a particular thought or a process is concerned, that cannot be controlled by an outer body. But the physical allegiance to such a thing can be controlled and should be controlled. Now, when this person became a judge, he took an oath that he would uphold the principles of the Constitution, which guaranteed freedom, fraternity, secularism, to uphold these principles. So under these circumstances, there was no reason why he should have gone against the oath. And if he has gone against the oath, then there is some action that needs to be taken. What action, that is for everyone to decide. I don't know, there has to be some kind of an in-house inquiry also. People should do something about it. The judiciary should do something about it.
So who will conduct this in-house inquiry? Is it now, that responsibility has to be taken up by the Supreme Court because they've taken cognizance?
Yes. The Chief Justice of India can take such a step, or even the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court can take such a step. Because, see, the whole thing is that fortunately or unfortunately, the High Court is not a subordinate of the Supreme Court. And therefore, in administrative matters, Supreme Court has very little to say about such things. But at the same time, the Chief Justice of India, being the guardian of the judiciary, he is expected to act on this. And therefore, I would think that either he should have an in-house inquiry, or should ask the Chief Justice of Allahabad to hold such an inquiry.
What do you think? Do you think that a judge like Justice Shekhar Yadav should be sitting anymore on the seat of a judge, or should he just be impeached, and that's the only thing, and that's the only punishment which he can get at the moment?
There is there is an in-between stopgap arrangement also that can be done. There have been instances where corrupt judges or judges who have been, acting in a strange manner. This is also in a way, I would say corruption, because if you're siding with one party and all that, this is also corruption. And that apart, what happened? That apart, I would think that for the present, administratively, the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court can debar him from holding court. He can do it. This kind of a stopgap arrangement has been done earlier, and it should be done in his case, I would think. But how will anybody expect justice? A person coming to Allahabad High Court, suppose if there was a conflict of interest between two communities, obviously one community would feel, that he'd already won the case before the case was decided by him. And the other community would feel, he's lost the case even before it has been heard. So that's Absolutely. How it is. And he's not come for that. Justice means justice.
So you are saying that according to you, the first step should be that the Allahabad High Court, the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court, should debar him from the services.
From doing any judicial work. This has been done earlier. It can be done. This is a stopgap arrangement, because we all know that the impeachment process takes a long time. And that could, in the meanwhile, he could do a lot of damage. So I would think that administratively, the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court can act against him and can ask him only to do administrative work and no judicial work be allotted to him.
Right. But, ma'am, this is a deep, deep malady one needs to talk about. That, why are the judges feeling the need to attend? I'm saying, why are the judges feeling the need to attend functions like that of VHP? What do you think must have been on the mind of Justice Shekhar Yadav? Why he addressed on the majoritarian agenda? He insulted the Muslim community, looked down upon them, and then delivered such a big hate speech.
A few days back when you interviewed me, Neelu, you'd asked me whether the Chief Justice of India, talking the way he did and behaving the way he did, whether it affected the rest of the judiciary. And I had said that no, judiciary is not a monolith, and therefore what the Chief Justice of India does, it's not necessary the other judges will emulate him. But to some extent, I think it was a very simple answer. Simple answer in the sense that what happens is that it is like, I'll just draw a parallel to it, that suppose if a person is corrupt and he keeps getting promotions, the other people who are honest, they think that, despite his corruption, he's still rising high. So why should I bother about honesty? So it's, by Chief Justice of India, what he did, Chandrachud, what he did, he set an example, that for others to follow, that you can also get away with it. That is the problem. He's given a cue that even if you act like this, you can get away with it.
So what you're saying, what you're talking about, the Aarti episode where Chandrachud was found doing the Ganesh Aarti along with the Prime Minister, and which is why now the judges are emboldened and they think that they can do anything, they can say anything, and they can get away.
I would think, that if the Chief Justice of India can get away with it, if the Chief Justice of India has not bothered to respect the line which has to be drawn between the executive and the judiciary, or the legislature or the judiciary, if he does not respect that, why should I? And he still, the Chief Justice of Chandrachud still thinks that he is some, man of God, that he gave the judgment, etc. So that's how it is.